What is going on, guys? I'm Viking Actual, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Season 3 update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare the 2nd. So firstly, let's discuss the new map. So there is a playlist. Thankfully, we don't have to wait for it to come up in rotation. You can play the new map just by clicking on that playlist. It's called the Lighthouse 24/7 or something like that. It's pretty good. I like it. I saw the previews of the map. I didn't really like it when I first saw it, but once I played it, and it plays really well. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. It's not one of my all-time favorite maps, sort of by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a decent enough map to where I actually enjoy my time playing in the map. The highlights to me are the fact that you can actually flank. You know, it's big enough to where you can flank different directions, left or right. The center of attention, of course, is the house, and I know this house because I played MW2 originally. The original MW2, and so that's how I know this house. But they did make some different adjustments. You know, there's some staircases where, not staircases, a little ladder where there wasn't one before. You know, there's different entrances now. There's a broken down hole in the wall where you can go through, things like that. It's pretty good. It flows well. It doesn't have any choke points or anything like that. It's a really good map. It's good in domination. I played a little bit of domination. That's actually what you're watching. Overall, I like the map. I haven't played the other map. There was one that was in nighttime or something like that. I haven't played that yet. So with that said, I did want to talk very shortly about the complaints I have seen on Twitter. You know, people are complaining about this or that or this or that. That's fine. If that's what you came here for, you're gonna be disappointed, because I have really only one complaint with this update, and that's pretty much it. Overall, it is exactly what I was expecting, which is new maps, new operator skins, and new weapons. That's literally all they offered, and that's quite literally all we got. I wasn't expecting some revolutionary update, and if that's what you were expecting, then you were expecting the wrong thing, because they never advertised that. Okay, so now let's talk about the actual content itself. So we did get a new battle pass. I already checked it out. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I do like it. It has a lot of cartel stuff, a lot of task force 1-for-1 stuff, and that's pretty much what I liked about the campaign. So if you guys played the campaign, you already know what happens in the campaign. You know why this has any sort of connection. I like the intro cinematic that you get when you log in. It kind of explains what the theme of this game will be, or for this season I mean, and I like it. I already checked out the entire battle pass. I didn't get it. I haven't bought it yet. I might buy it eventually once I finish it, if I finish it. Compared to Season 1 and Season 2, this is by far my favorite battle pass. So compared to Season 1 and Season 2, you actually do get something that is in the campaign that actually has connections or ties to the campaign. And the theme of this season actually makes sense. You know, last season we got a Japanese theme, and to be honest with you guys, I still don't know where the correlation is with that. I mean, I understand Ashika Island obviously, but if you rename Ashika Island and you change the cosmetic of the outside of that little house, the castle I mean, like, you really wouldn't know, right? If you make it some sort of like a cartel house, you really wouldn't know that it's Japanese, or that it used to be Japanese. You know what I mean? Like, there's really no correlation. Like, why is it Japanese? I don't know. I didn't really like it. I like this one because it makes sense. It ties with the campaign. Overall, everything looks good. I like the weapon blueprints. I like the operator skins. The weapon blueprints are kind of cool because they come like what you would expect a cartel boss to have as a weapon, right? The gold and the little rubies and stuff like that. I like that. Not really a big fan of gold, but in this case, in this context, it makes sense. So I like it. there is a black sale option that I do want to talk about because it's important. So the black sale option comes with, I believe, 1100 extra COD points. It comes with 12 unique operator skins. It comes with a unique operator that you can't get otherwise. It's specifically part of that black sale bundle, and it is a bundle. You know, you can call it whatever you want, but it is a bundle. It comes with the battle pass and all that, so you do get a lot of things with it. You get 25 tier skips as well. If that's something you're interested, you're gonna have to pay $30 for it, right? It's not free. So compare that to the regular battle pass. It's 1100 versus $30 of real money. You can't buy it with COD points. It's $30. Okay. Depending on who you are and what you use those COD points for, it might be worth it. It might not. For me, it's really not worth it. I don't really like the black and gold stuff. I don't like the reactive camo stuff. It's just never been my thing, not even as a child. So, you know, if it's something you like, that's definitely worth it, I would say, for you. But if it's not something you like, don't even worry about it. It's just cosmetics, so it doesn't really affect the game. Okay. Speaking about the black sale bundle, you do get that new operator, and I did want to talk about him briefly because he reminds me a lot of Vladimir Makarov. So if you don't know who that is, that's fine, but his mannerisms, the way he carries himself, it just reminds me a lot of him. If you check his information, it'll say redacted everything, so you really don't know who that is, but it does remind me of him. I don't know if that's him. I really don't, but you know, it might not even be him, but just the way he looks, the way he carries himself, it just reminds me a lot of him. If you don't know who that is, again, I would not recommend you go look up or try to find out who that is, because you're just gonna spoil the campaign for yourself. Just wait it out. You know, they are gonna tell you who that is. That's just my favorite character in the series. He is an interesting character. You might disagree, you might hate him or whatever because of certain reasons, but to me, I really liked him. I always liked him. That is actually my name in this game. If you haven't noticed, it is Vladimir Makarov. It has been since 2019, MW 2019, where you were given the option to change your name. I just like him that much. But yes. Okay, secondly, I did want to talk about an option that they added for the Battle Pass. If you guys remember back to when this game launched, people were complaining about the Battle Pass because it's a map and you actually have to go in and select what rewards you actually want. You don't have to do that anymore. They gave us the option to just have the old system back where you don't even have to worry about it. You kind of just unlock things by themselves. You don't have to go in there and pick your rewards. It picks it for you. So you actually can do that now. They give you an option. You can toggle it on or off. If you, for example, change your mind later, you might want it on for now, but then you want it off. You can actually choose that whenever you want. So don't worry about, you know, the choice itself. You will have the option to go back and change the choice that you made. I personally like choosing because there's a lot of filler content that I just don't care about. The only things I care about are the operator skins, the weapon blueprints, and that's it. I mean, the loading screens are cool too. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of grew on me, but I think they should be free. That's just my opinion. The last thing I did want to talk about was the new bundle that they released. If you haven't logged in, you might want to listen up because they are giving people a new bonus for buying bundles. So this is only for DMZ, but it is considered pay to win. I consider it pay to win depending on how you feel. Maybe you don't even play DMZ, so it doesn't bother you at all, but it should. And the reason why it should is because yes, it's only for DMZ right now, but it might lean them towards thinking that it is okay for them to try to add these things to Warzone or to multiplayer. So you should be very careful about, you know, which bundles you buy and which bundles you don't. So it's only a small incentive for DMZ. Like for example, you get I believe a medium backpack, and you get 15-minute weapon cooldown or something like that. That's fine, but there are leaked images of other bundles where you get other things. For example, there's one where you get 2 plate armor in case you don't have any armor, right? Now, of course, it's DMZ. I'm not worried about somebody with a medium backpack or 2 plate armor. Like, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. However, just the idea that they might include this in multiplayer does bother me. So I like the operator, I like the weapon. The Saken is actually one of my favorite guns in the game, but I can't, or I wouldn't buy this bundle because of the fact that they have this bonus, and this bonus to me just isn't appropriate. It leaves a sour taste in my mouth. And a lot of people are complaining about this, and that's good. I actually support these complaints because there is a reason for them. Some other complaints, they're just there is no basis behind them. I think people just want to complain, and that's fine. But this is actually something worth complaining about. So I don't know how you feel about all of it. If you like it, if you don't, that's cool. Anything else that you want to add, anything you want to comment, please feel free to do so down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you beautiful people next time if you stick around.